back to another episode of the Unfinished TBR. I'm Hannah.
I'm Allie.
I'm Casey.
And to follow the same lines, it is Valentine's season. So
Yes.
today we are continuing the Valentine's Day vibes, and we are going to build a book boyfriend.
Yes.
Yes.
Heard a Build-A-Bear. Let's build a book boyfriend.
We're just going to go through and some of our favorite book boyfriends that we've had and talk about our favorite aspects of them.
Yes, let's start with our favorite boyfriends ever. Our
Yes.
outfits are a nod to the men in our lives.
Yes.
Allie, what are you wearing? Give us a walk
A
through.
90s style.
It is very 90s.
It's very Aaron.
This is Aaron's shirt.
It's like a 90s style long sleeve dress shirt, maybe.
Looks like something my dad would have worn, yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
but
it.
like now it turns like casual. Like back in the 90s, this would have been a dress shirt, but now
Yes.
it's like just a casual going out.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, guys have going out tops now?
yeah.
Interesting.
We went to Marshall's yesterday and they also have mesh tops.
Did you get him one?
I wanted to.
You should go back. Just pick one up for him. Throw it in his closet.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he might pull it out one day. But, and then I've
Hannah.
got my husband's plaid. What is this? Buffalo plaid or is
Yeah,
it just
buffalo
plaid? Long sleeve shirt on, and I've got it rolled up like 3 or 4 times.
You is but a small girl.
I'm tiny, but for some reason this one was like really hard to roll up. So he
Yeah.
never rolls his up. So I'm not surprised
Maybe
now
that's why.
because, golly, I felt like rolling it up. I was like, good God,
Yeah.
I don't have very big forearms, but anyway, what are you wearing?
My husband is much more casual than theirs, so here's his A Day to Remember shirt that he loves. Let me put this down.
Is that's a Grim Reaper?
Yeah.
And
He's in a boat.
law.
He's going across to Hades.
I've never heard of A Day to Remember. I'm guessing that's a
Really?
band?
Yes, it is a
Okay.
band.
Okay.
We went to a concert back in July for them.
Ah.
But it would have been when we were all in high school. This
Okay.
is an older man. They're our age or older.
Okay, Matthew probably knows him.
Probably, yeah.
Because
They
he
were
was
very
really-
popular.
He was really
At
into
the
that
time.
stuff in high school. So let's start with, obviously, we're going to start with superficial.
Yeah.
We're going to start with looks.
Yeah.
Because, listen, the best, you cannot convince me that the best combination isn't some sort of light eyes and dark hair. You can't convince me that's not the superior.
What colors do you consider light?
Green,
Okay.
blue,
Okay.
gray, purple in some cases.
I'll give you that then.
Yes. And then
I-
the dark hair.
Yeah, I prefer more like if they say like jet black hair, I'm like,
Oh, no.
versus if it's like dark brown
Yeah.
or just
More
brown hair.
Hannah's
Yeah.
color
Oh,
would
thank
be
you.
more what I go for. 'Cause
I'm glad
it's
you guys think
almost
so.
black, but it's not. It's got a touch of warmth to it.
There are a couple books where it's like specifically black, like the ones that come to mind, and it's usually the ones that kind of have a darker theme for me that I remember. The Fallen series, he's got jet black hair and light, and that's
Yeah.
the first character that I read that had purple eyes
Really?
with the dark and with
I'm
the
not a fan of purple eyes.
really.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm not.
Have you
Now-
seen where
Purple eyes.
Rysand has like some of the
They're
drawings
purple,
and stuff
yeah.
have purple eyes for Rysand?
Yeah.
I can't get behind it.
I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I really like the eyes, like almost black brown eyes.
Ooh, too deep for me.
Zayden. Flecks of gold in them.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
like
the flex,
those.
I can do that. But if they're just solid black, I'm like, you're on the evil side.
But
Oh, no. It's like I could fall
You're on
into
the
that
evil side.
abyss for ages. It's just like a continuously falling into the
I
abyss.
just want to be on top of the sea. Those light colors, like you mentioned a minute ago.
Who is the sea? So that's my like go to. Basically, any character that has that kind of color combination, I'm like, that's him. That's mine.
okay.
That's mine.
How
However,
do you feel about like skin tone? Like not necessarily a certain skin tone, but pale versus
I want them to
darker,
have a
tanned.
at least a golden tan
Yes.
kind of thing.
Yeah,
That's like
whenever
the
they say
palest
like
I'm okay
pale,
with going.
yeah. Whenever they say pale, I'm like, oh, the evil guy.
There
You
are
mean
always
Super Mr. Evil
exceptions
Guy?
too,
Like,
though,
Mr.
because
Super
don't
Evil
they?
Guy?
Do they say Tristan in Apprentice is pale? Because he's kind of
I
in
do
the
not
night
picture
for all
him
of his
pale.
stuff.
I think I
don't,
remember.
but I think they describe him as pale.
Possibly.
Now, can we all admit that when we're reading, we just substitute whatever hot guy like standards we want in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Just making sure
Well-
we're not only picturing just who they described.
There's
I keep things that I enjoy and things that are pertinent to the whole story that are going
Yes.
to come up. Like
Yes.
if he's got long hair, I can't really give him a buzz cut in my head or anything.
Right,
but-
like Cassian with the
Yeah,
like he's got a man
Cassian
bun, but
has
it's
to
in
have
a
hair.
manly way.
Yeah.
It's in a manly way.
But if I don't
picture a
like
half
what
up,
they've
half down
drawn-
manly way, kind
Yes.
of where like it just
Yeah.
falls at
Yeah,
his shoulders,
barely hitting his shoulders. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's always like it's a little hint curly.
Right.
He's so pretty,
but it's always sweaty. Like
Yes.
it's that
because
damp,
he's
sweaty.
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Because he's a bear of a man.
Yeah,
You don't get to be a bear by being
Yeah.
doing nothing.
Yes. Now, I will say, even though that's my go-to, like, that color combination is my favorite, I do also like the blonde hair and either light blue or green eyes combination when it's done on certain characters. Like,
yeah, I can do
Alien.
it.
from Throne of Glass.
Yeah, I guess because thanks to the movies of our childhood, every blonde guy is evil.
Are they, though?
Draco?
He's like white-headed. That's different. That's
also,
different.
have you not seen the Hermione Draco edits?
Yeah.
Is it Manacled? The book Manacled?
Oh.
Oh, no, I'm just talking about like TikTok video edits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
but
you
it's,
already
it's
found
all,
fanfic?
it's all from the fanfic Manacled.
Well,
Ooh.
there's multiple fanfics on Draco and Hermione. I haven't read any of them.
Yeah,
but
apparently Manacled is the one to do.
Is it?
After the Order of Phoenix, you gotta read Manacled,
Okay.
or maybe
Don't do
before
that.
the Order of Phoenix.
Don't do that.
I might.
Don't do it. Stay canon first, and then you
jump
can
back.
stray into fan
Yeah.
fiction. Yeah.
Okay.
But like Aiden with his coloring he's still hot.
Mm-hmm.
He's still hot.
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so.
No, I can do blonde.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If we're building a guy, he's gonna have
Right.
dark hair.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I
100%.
could do the blonde.
How do you all feel, or how do you feel about Rowan?
Okay, so Rowan is a tough one.
Throne of
he's-
Glass Rowan.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was about
Or-
to say are we talking final?
Not
or,
final. Yeah, fine
Fine
print.
print.
Fine print, yeah.
He is. I like it better when he cuts his hair.
Okay.
Like the picture I have in my
Yeah.
mind, it's better when his hair's cut.
Rowan is not it for me at all. At all.
He's part of it, like
No.
personality wise. All right, so past eyes and hair, we've also got. Do you guys have any certain like mouth shape that you think of?
None.
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 He
Okay.
has to have some lips. He
Has
can't
to.
be one of those like I
like
ain't got no lips, guys.
like I picture Cassian having extremely puffy lips.
I too
Not like too much,
Yeah.
but like they're definitely
She
pillows.
says extremely puffy. I go straight to Kim Kardashian. Back
No,
in the
no, no,
day.
no, 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 no. I'm talking guy level extreme. Like girls are different because they get injections and stuff, but for guys, it's like the most natural puffed up lips that you can because
Yeah.
they're like pillows. They're like pillows. That's
I don't
I'm
go
pretty
that
sure that's
far.
exactly how they're described too.
I guess they usually are.
I don't really
Yes.
have like a necessary like shape, size, or anything. That
What
I
about
go
just
his
for.
has
ears?
a top lip and a
Ears?
bottom.
Do you like the pointed ears?
No.
Do you
No.
ever picture the pointed ears?
I never
can't.
picture the pointed ears.
Okay.
I will for like general storyline, but then if there's
during-
any spice at
Yeah.
all, they're gone.
they're just no.
And you know what?
They're human.
There's a
human.
book, I can't remember which one, where they have horns.
It's a touch
Antlers
of
or whatever.
Darkness.
That's gone.
So that one, it's a touch of darkness. I can see it whenever like the times when he is in full God mode. When any of them are in full God mode, I can see it. But
I don't want to.
If they're just chilling, then yeah, nothing's there. Nothing's there. How about facial hair? Do you guys see any facial hair ever?
I like Scott Eastwood scruff.
Okay, where it's like barely hinting at it.
Yeah, which is crazy because I was like, I'm not a really fan of blonde hair. Do you picture Scott Eastwood as blonde-headed? Because I do.
Yeah, he's blonde.
No, I see him as dark.
She's colorblind.
I must be. I really struggle with picturing facial hair.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, because I really do like facial hair. I think Matthew had a huge glow up. Like I always thought my husband was attractive, obviously, but like then he started growing a beard after he got out of management, and I was like, oh.
This shows you how much I pay attention. Does Matt have a beard right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good job, Matt. Great.
And like I struggle to put that on characters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Anytime somebody has a bushy beard, can't do it. And I used to date guys where, like, if they had the beard, I was like, now it's like,
I've married the right one. He can't eat. He could not shave for 6 months, and he would barely have a little mustache.
Oh, bless him.
He doesn't grow any, and I am A-okay with that. Because the only thing I think is the chafing.
yeah.
You
Aaron
make
had
it
a
out?
mustache for about 2 years, maybe even 3, and then he shaved it off, and I was like, it's like the mustache became part of his face.
Yeah.
And so whenever he shaved it off, I was like, who are you?
Those videos of the kids that
Yes.
see their
It's like he ripped his nose off and he just expected me to be okay with it. I'm like, no, you completely changed your face.
Right. Honestly, facial hair is makeup for guys.
Yeah,
they just don't want to hear it called that. But like, I want to, because I really do like the scruff, like the Scott Eastwood style scruff, the Matthew top scruff. I really like that. But it's just so hard to like. I see Cassian with a little bit, but then my brain makes these gaps where he's got like holes in it, and like it's patchy, and it's like, no, that's not Cassian.
Yeah.
Cassian would not.
Cassian doesn't have a
patchy
beard in my head.
He's got scruff.
Yeah, he doesn't even have that.
The best he gets for me is like a 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah.
So.
And he's got very defined cheekbones. Like his
Yes.
cheekbones, there's like a hole, right? Like it's
Yes,
like a
it's like you could literally like put your finger in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's definitely got dimples too. Do you guys like dimples? Is that something you would add?
Yes.
I like dimples.
Nice.
I don't think I ever think about it though.
There's
usually.
There's some fan art of Fourth Wing, Liam. I'll try to find it and send it to you.
All the fan art of Violet, she is hot.
Yeah.
Why would I ever picture myself when I could picture her?
She is gorgeous in all of the renditions of her. Yeah. She is beautiful.
Hold up, let me look it up.
Yes.
And you'll be like,
but I'll send you Liam that one particular video, because it's whenever they're fighting like in their mind in the first book, and it's like Liam knows what's going on, and he's like turned away smiling. Literally, that was all I could focus on. It was not what was actually happening in the picture. It was Liam. I was like,
hello.
Okay, Liam. Okay. Like, I knew he was good looking.
I saw you.
Dang. And that's another one that had blonde hair and light eyes. And I was like, why am I looking at this guy when Xaden is right there? Xaden is right there.
I pictured Liam as the guy from the Hannah Montana movie, but older, obviously.
Yes.
Older, obviously.
It was very close to that, except instead of the floppy hair, it was not a buzz cut, but like just some. It was higher on top.
This is Liam and Violet.
That's not the fan art that She kind of looks like Megan Fox in this one.
She really does look like Megan Fox in that.
She is hot.
I mean, yeah, Megan Fox is freaking gorgeous.
Yeah.
He does have dimples in that one, but they're better in the one that I saw. I'll send it to you whenever I find it. So how about scars? Are you guys able to picture scars whenever they have them? Like, I can see Cassian with a lot of little nicks and dings, you know?
Yeah, it depends on the character, but I mean, especially the big burly ones, that's super easy. Now, if you tell me you've got a scrawny guy here,
he's got a little scar.
He's not going to have some scars on him. I'm sorry. I just can't picture those two things happening.
So
you'd have died.
Yeah.
You know what scar I want?
What?
I want a scar on my lip. Yes, on me.
We can make this happen.
Somebody just cut my lip.
Come here.
And have like a nice little silvery, shiny little scar right there. I like it.
Caleb has one right there.
I don't want it anymore.
You've hit on his eyes. Now you're talking about his scars.
Yeah.
Back away. Step off my man.
Law. No, like Xaden has the scar that's on his eyebrow. Mm-hmm. I can picture that really good. How were you guys able to picture Lucian's like metal eye and scar and stuff?
I could the metal eye. The scarring for his did not stand out to me.
Okay.
In my mind.
Okay.
Like, it was there, and I would forcibly try to push it there.
Yeah.
But it didn't casually, as the story went on, stay.
Okay. How about Tristan from Scarred?
It was
very prominent.
It was very prominent.
It was like all down his face.
But also I pictured just Scar from The Lion King.
So, how about other features? So, like
tattoos.
Let's.
We're going through the more normal stuff before we get weird and hear us out.
It's gonna get weird.
Back tats. Back tats.
Yeah,
especially on a muscled back.
Yes.
I have
again. Rowan isn't for me. The face tats.
I understand why he did it though.
Anytime I picture someone with face tats, I picture that guy who's like, "Do you know how much Mountain Dew you have to drink to not be known as the guy with the face tattoos and be known as Mountain Dew guy?"
I don't know.
Oh, you've not. I'll send you this later.
Okay.
You'll want to put a picture of him in here.
Okay. I'll put him up here. I understand why Rowan did it, and I can picture it. That's one that sticks.
It ain't it for me.
Now,
I have a 0 to 100 when it comes to picturing tattoos. You're either nothing
or covered,
or you are. And again, I'm not a neck and face tattoo person, but like it's just shirt. Like you basically are wearing a shirt. There's so many tattoos.
I gotcha. But here's the problem with it is like I want it all to go together. Mm-hmm. Like it's gotta flow. It can't be just like a random tattoo here.
Yeah.
And then, but I struggle a lot with picturing tattoos and stuff. Like 4 from Divergent. His was hard to picture. Like in the book.
He had tattoos?
Yeah.
Did he have a lot?
Did he have?
I can't remember.
I
just
either.
see Theo James and I forget everything else.
He had 3 of the
elements.
What were they called?
Elements, but
what were they called?
Factions.
He had 3 of the factions tattooed on his back.
I could if it was in the moment talking about it, but so few. You're just clean slate again.
Right. I like 4-arm ones. Like I can picture those pretty well whenever those are mentioned. Basically, all in the Harry Potter series, anybody who has a dark mark, it's basically. I mean, it's that one's pretty easy to picture. It's a dark mark, you know. Yeah. It is literally a snake coming out of a skull. That's pretty distinct. You know.
Yeah, they were very descriptive, so it's easier if they do give you more about it.
Yes. And
if I'm just kind of. There's these tattoos with a general description.
Right.
Yeah, maybe I'll keep it, maybe I won't.
I couldn't really picture Aylin's tattoos, but I could picture Rowan's really well.
No.
Around his eye.
And I will not. It's not that I couldn't. I won't.
There's certain things you just pretend don't exist.
Antlers.
So before we get into anything weird, let's back up and we'll do some more general safe stuff. What about height? How big are these guys when they talk about them? I'm a minimum of 6'5".
See,
I just feel like you're usually it's fantasy creatures anyways.
Right.
So I just feel like you're mythical. You need to be like big. You got to house all that power.
Yeah.
So now
somewhere.
you're coming after my husband.
Exactly.
How does it
This
feel?
is how we started Sister Y.
So my husband is 6'6".
Yeah.
And
He's scrawny though.
I have never, yes, I have never dated and most of the time my type was like 5'11" and under.
Right.
Yeah.
Like those were the guys that I normally went after. Now having a 6'6" guy, I don't think that I could go
I gotcha.
any
back.
Yeah, I can't go back.
So my thing is, but I'm gonna sound so like.
Say it.
It's gonna
Spit it out.
It's gonna give me pick me energy.
You already do. Go ahead. Say it.
I know. You're not wrong.
No,
You're not wrong.
No.
But
I gotta roast you. Sorry.
I just like where I am so little.
She's
I'm
so
so
cute.
small.
Tiny.
It just
I'm
it's
just
like
kidding.
I get around your husband and I'm like, hey, you know. So it's like
I'm
it
down
feels
here.
it feels
Jumps.
weird. It
Yeah.
feels like I don't know how to explain it because they get too tall and I'm like I look like their child right now. So like the height has never. I can't. Okay, so what? Cassian is 6'5" or whatever. We're saying is 6'4". What? They're all above 6 feet. And I see these girls on Instagram that like measure that out. I can't picture that kind of difference with them. Like to me, it's closer to me and Matthew's difference.
Yeah. To me, it's like a 5-inch max difference.
Right. So it's almost like I grow.
Yeah.
To meet their height.
Which most of the time, like Farrah, she's taller too.
Yes.
Because whenever she becomes Fae, she talks about her feet getting longer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Weird.
That was strange. But she's bigger herself.
Yeah.
Right. It's
To
part of
house all the magic.
Yes, exactly. There's too much magic for just a human body.
Exactly.
So I guess that's the thing is like I don't really care how tall they are because I'm going to picture them the way that I picture them regardless. Right. They're going to be 6 inches taller than me.
No, I want them like way taller. We're going to climb you like a tree, man.
I mean, I would. Don't get me wrong.
It's a little scary whenever he wants to pick you up to do it.
No, that's...
Yeah.
If he accidentally drops you, that's a hard fall on the butt.
That's the thing. He ain't dropping. That's the thing. He ain't dropping.
No.
He's big enough to be able to handle it.
Which cuts into our next part, the build. We're not talking slim guys or just barely cut guys.
Yeah.
I want bare and athletic.
Yes.
Those are the two types that are doing this.
That is
those kinds don't drop you.
No.
They're not going to drop you.
No.
Channing Tatum and She's the Man.
Yes.
That is the build.
Yes. That is
the build.
You have to put a picture up there. I can't remember.
So
see, most
I
guys
know
they're
what
like,
Channing
I want
Tatum
to
looks
get
like,
jacked, and I'm like, if you're going, which hey, you do not have to impress women.
No.
You do not have to impress women. If you want to get jacked, then get jacked. But I'm telling you right now, it is way more attractive to have that nice little shoulder.
Oh, the little shoulder cap. Yes. That.
That
I'm
is
not
him.
going to lie. Now that I'm older, he looks a little scrawny for me.
Nah, that's
he's slightly more on the slim and cut as opposed to bare or athletic.
Let me. Okay, so maybe Magic Mike.
Yeah, maybe more.
Because he's younger there. He's older in Magic Mike.
Maybe. Hold up. Let me look.
Here's what's interesting.
Magic Mike, yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
that
God.
guy
Look at
doesn't
those
drop you.
traps.
The other guy, he might. He's going to slip.
Dude, look at those traps. That is unreal.
Hannah's going to be looking for this image again, but not for the pod.
See, like this, yes, but this, no.
No, that's the that's what I'm saying. The traps. The traps are outrageous.
And this is a definitely not.
No, backs and
No,
shoulders.
that was mine.
Yeah. So yes,
There's
is
a
the
picture.
build. It doesn't matter how tall he is, but if he has that build,
Yeah.
that's all you need.
This
really,
is exactly
that's
what
all
I'm
you
picturing
need.
is this kind of a build.
Mm-hmm. That is all you need.
So here's the thing. This has been my celebrity crush for years and years and years. Mm-hmm. Of course I like this build.
That is true. That is true.
I can't believe you noticed his like pecs or shoulders with his underwear hanging out like that. Like a slut.
He's got shoulders.
All right, so let's get to the weird stuff.
Okay, can we? So, can we go towards like whenever? Who is your favorite book boyfriend's like face in general?
Favorite book boyfriend's face in general.
Rasand.
Yeah. Especially this picture. And let me grab it so you can.
I
think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
It.
Is it the smiling and like kind of looking away? And he's got the dimple. Oh, I think I've seen it. One. That is the one. Yes. Yeah.
And I will put anybody. If they say dark hair and light eyes, I'm like, oh well, I guess he looks like that.
That one picture of Resand.
Yeah. Literally.
It's so good. All right. So what about book boyfriend body wise? Like, who do you think of? Like what?
Theo James from Divergent, Channing Tatum from She's the Man, Mark Wahlberg in the 90s, back whenever he was singing with Marky Mark in the Funky Bunch.
I'm talking about books.
I guess like, probably this is completely different from what I was saying. Cassian, because Cassian's got the...
Cassian's definitely it.
But he's the... You know?
No, he's along those lines.
Whenever he walks, he has to walk like that because his arms cannot touch his sides.
He's along the Channing Tatum line in my book.
But Magic Mike Channing Tatum.
Yeah, body-wise.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa.
I'm talking just body. Yeah.
Yeah, just body. Yeah, Jason Momoa.
I'm not...
He's the reason I can picture tattoos, too. So.
Nice. How about...
now if we're talking which book person...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I guess I would have to also go with Cassian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We clearly have a favorite.
We have a type.
We love some Cassian.
Sarah J. Maas gets a pass on a lot of things because she.
You know what's funny though is that is almost that the human version of that for me is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. It's like the human parallel. Mm-hmm. So that it's the same body type just without the wings. You know. Okay, so let's talk about abnormal features.
Okay.
All right.
I ain't doing no tails.
No tails. No wings.
I can do the wings.
I can do the wings.
I don't want them there. They bother me a little bit, but I can sometimes picture them.
No, I want them there. I want them there.
Majority of the time, they are not there. I always have their detachable wings.
So, there is this one book, Cruel Prince.
I didn't read that.
He's got a tail.
Oh
no! It's fine.
No, it's not.
Like it's not like
this is
it's
why
not like the wings in Agatar. It's
tails are gone. They're out.
But I feel like she does it okay. No, that's the only thing.
Never.
Like I wouldn't put it on in my build. I wouldn't put one. But I'm just saying that one's fine. Wings are definitely fine.
If we have to pick out of this category to add an extra feature, I'm going to add either scars or tattoos. Yeah. I'm not going to add
I'll take
a
scars.
tail.
No.
I'm not going to add it. I'm just saying he's still hot with it.
No.
He's not. In my head, the tail's deleted. It's just gone. It never existed. Can't do it.
Well, it's not talked about very much. It's not talked about so much to the point where most fan art doesn't have it in it. And like occasionally I'll see a fan art that has it and I'm like, oh yeah, he does have a tail. And then it's like, okay, next picture. Like,
yeah.
and sure enough, like 90% do not have tail. All right, so let's get to personality.
Okay.
So how do you like the characters to act toward you?
Cassian.
Just overall golden retriever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know that it has a hint of enemies to lovers, but I don't think on his side it was enemies to lovers as much.
No. There was that little bit, in the, what was it, second book, when they were trying to get Nesta and Elaine to house them, be the safe house or whatever in the human realm. And I think he let her have it then, but then it was out of his system.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what, I said my piece.
Yeah.
So let's just
So
move
we're
on.
buddies now, right?
Right. Because that's how guys operate, is they throw the punches and they're
what's
we're
crazy
good, right?
to me is like in real life, I would never, ever, ever pick Cassian.
Really?
Like before knowing his personality.
I
100% once knowing his personality, I'd be like, heck yeah. But like just based off of looks, not my top at all.
Huh.
But I've also talked about how my top is short, lighter haired,
Right.
douchebag.
Yeah.
And I married a 6'6", dark haired.
Golden Retriever.
He is a golden retriever, though. Yes. So
I'd have to say mine would be more. I guess here the option is like pushes you to be better even when it's hard, but is also protective of you.
Yes.
So more Kingfisher and Quicksilver.
Yes.
Okay.
More
And
like
this
that.
is why you would like
but also
Zayden as
don't
well.
be mean to
Yeah.
me.
I need you to be a little mean to me.
I don't.
That's
you-
how I know you care enough to even look at my flaws.
Yeah.
I think that's what differentiates Kingfisher and
Cassian.
Zayden.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is because Zayden doesn't have the meanness to him. Like you think he does, but he doesn't actually. There's nothing malicious about it. Kingfisher is trying.
He's got some bite to it.
Yeah, he's like, I will fight you, but also I find you attractive.
Yes, this is super hot, but
But
like
also-
I'm still gonna make you better.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be here, you're gonna be able to defend yourself.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
you're no baby. I would never think a baby is hot.
Because
So
I think that's
I will fight you.
But I think that's why I started to not like Tamlin so quickly in the second book, is because yes, he's trying to protect her, and yes, I like
Yeah.
that. But at the same time,
not in a push. way.
I mean, the fact that it's almost like he wanted her to be helpless.
Yeah.
Like it was too much. Like, I want you to be helpless. Now,
Yeah.
if she had asked to be protected, if she had been like, yes, I want you to be my protector, I think it would have worked out fine. But the point is,
Yeah.
she wanted to help. She wanted to do this stuff on her own, and he wasn't letting her. And I think that's where the line is. Like, because I can't protect myself. I can't. I've accepted that about myself, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I understand it, So I want somebody who's going to protect me. I don't. And so that's what I need. That's what Matthew is.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I turned around and said, hey, I want to start taking self-defense classes, I think he would be like, all right, let's go. Like,
Yeah.
he wouldn't hold me back from it, but he's fine being the protector if that's what I
Yeah.
need him to be.
Yeah.
He's fine being whatever I need him to be for me. And that's
I
the
want
kind
the
of
vibe
personality I need.
of basically the guys who are like, a woman should always know how to change a tire. A woman should never have to change a
Yes,
tire, though.
yes.
Like, I'm going to get you in the ring. We can spar. You're going to know how to defend yourself. But if we're in the same room together and I'm protecting you, I'm going to cut out anybody's heart that tries to get between, get to you through me.
Yes. And another personality thing that I want, like I absolutely love in book boyfriends is just like, as soon as they walk into a room, it's like, I clock you. And
Yeah.
it's like, whether I'm doing my own thing or you're doing your own thing, you're always there.
The constant awareness.
Yes. It's like, I'm going to make sure you're okay, but you go do your own thing. I'll do my
Yeah.
own thing, but I'm going to protect
With
you.
Fourth Wing, where they can sense each other. They can literally, they're
Yeah.
like, she's like, I feel him.
Yeah.
As
I
soon as he
love
walks
that.
into the door, I'm like, I want that.
Yes. Yeah. Why doesn't my husband have those capabilities with
Right.
me?
Where's your magical
How dare he?
powers?
Yes. How dare he? Where's your shadows?
What about their attitudes towards others?
attitude towards others? I want him
I don't even want him
To-
to be interested
in anybody else.
in anybody else.
Like,
He don't like
doesn't
if,
talk to anybody else.
eh. I'm all you need, baby.
You want to
want
like
arrogance.
obsessed.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I want somebody who's going to like stand up for what they believe in and stuff, but at the same time, like, not constantly instigating fights. Like I don't want him to be confrontational. I just want him to be firm.
I want Rasan's level of confrontation. Like, don't poke me. I'm going to poke back harder.
Right.
But I won't initially poke if you leave me alone.
Yeah. And also, he also uses like other things to his disposal, like whenever Lucian comes to try to get Feyre, and he changes his he changes into nice clothes and everything, because that's like a form of like he's showing himself above Lucian because he's not in fighting leathers. He can take him down just in a nice in some nice clothes, you know,
shirt and pair of khakis.
Yeah. And I like that. I like that a lot. I want him to be able to off somebody for me, and I want him to believe me if I say this person needs to be offed, and like no questions asked.
Yeah,
but I don't want him to just like kill people for fun. You know, like that was the problem with the.
It's the problem with the Never After series.
The 5th one. In particular, like all the others,
Isn't Hex the 5th one?
No, that's the 6th one. I can't remember what the 5th one was. It's the one with the priest.
Hunchback?
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called though. But that one, it's like he just enjoys killing, and it's like I don't like that. All the other books, it's like, I'm going to kill you because you messed with my woman.
Yeah.
You know, it was like a protection thing, which I love. I love that. Yes, absolutely. Crossed.
Yeah.
Don't kill people just for fun, please.
Yeah.
Because that indicates something wrong up here. If you have no remorse for, if you're doing it for sport.
Yeah.
Now, if you're doing it to protect me, to protect those around you, absolutely.
Like Kingfisher's is just out of necessity. He doesn't want to kill any more than is necessary.
Yes.
But I will kill you. I'm sorry. And he's very business about it.
Oh, like, yeah. It's all business.
I have to. This is just the way it has to be. Also, don't touch my lady.
Yes. I like a certain level of desperation as well between with the book.
Desperado.
Yes. I want him to be like desperate for the main character. You know, I want him like he can't control himself around her. Like I need to, which I'm a physical touch girly. That's my love language.
Yeah.
So I mean, always surprised. And I want somebody who's like, as soon as they see me, like I love when it's like the reveal scene in a book where they're going to like a party or something undercover and they see them all dressed up and it's just like,
I have to touch.
Yes. Like the scene in
myself.
Yes.
I mean I could, but
why would I want to? The scene in Queen of Shadows, maybe they go see Arab and Hommel, and she's got that dress on that's got the empty back. Yeah, and like she turns around and he's just like, like
dies right there.
I love it. I can't remember which one it was.
I think it is Queen of Shadows.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that
it's after Air of Fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
That level of desperation is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. What else we got it down there?
Responsibility level.
Yes, I put this on here because, like, you got to think about it. Somebody who's the head of whatever organization is going to have a lot of responsibilities, especially in these fantasy worlds where there's wars going on. Like, they're the head of all of it. And mafia romances, like if they're the Don, they've got so much responsibility. The thing is, if you're with somebody with that level of power, you're also going to have some responsibility as well. You're going to have to be able to put up with a lot of stuff.
But in my imagination, I am mature enough to handle that. So See, in reality, never.
No, absolutely
that
not.
Fictional version of myself, she's a boss at it. She knows all the right answers.
Yes.
I want a guy who, in a fictional world, is the top guy. He's the leader. You know,
he can
he's
make anything happen.
He's the top of the chain for, his court. But I want him to work as if he is the foot soldier. Like he's in the nitty gritty.
Right.
That's hot.
Which Reese does.
Yes. Yeah. That's like, you've put yourself out there. You could lead all of us, but you're going to lead us like actually through it. I don't know. It's just so manly.
You could boss us through
second in command, you have this listed as an option. I just feel like that's an odd place to be in the middle.
Well, see, I think it's around Azrael level. Because he's not necessarily, he has special missions that he does himself, but he has somebody to report to. Like, it's not all the responsibilities on him. Just these certain missions, it's on him. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not looks wise and like attitude. He is kind of, but that little part there does ding him a little for me.
Really?
Yeah. If you notice, I keep going back to Rasan. Like,
I gotcha.
It's the top guy for some reason.
I gotcha. But see, that's also why I like. Well, Cassian, I see as the foot soldier because he is the one out there. He is out there leading those armies, you know, on the fronts. I think they each have their advantages. Like Rasan, he can make anything happen because he's top dog. But he's got so much responsibility.
He does.
And I wouldn't be able to handle that.
But he pushes it aside for me.
Yes, exactly. Like, push your responsibilities aside to stay in bed with me, please.
Please. I love that.
Yes.
This is just Allie's real life fantasies, though. Like, please call into work.
Rot on the couch with me. Please.
What's your level of how did I put it? Responsibility level.
Yeah.
I want to be so rich that neither of us have to have responsibilities and we can do whatever we want.
That's a
but
good
usually
thought.
in that they end up being the leader of something.
But they're like they're not a leader.
They're high enough to just
they're
manage.
just rich enough. Or no, they just ain't got nothing. They come from Pappy's money.
I can't even think of an example that doesn't turn out to be the villain.
I know, but I just love that. Like, I just want to live my life. If I want to sleep until 10 o'clock, I'm sleeping until 10 o'clock.
Right.
I'm really talking about fantasy stuff now that I got a 1-year-old. I'm never going to happen.
Say, yeah, right.
Rob.
5 a.m. was the wake up call today. So
7.
Love. And then overall
vibe. Ooh, okay. So these are the choices she's written down.
No, they're not choices. They're examples.
Examples. Sorry.
Yeah.
Strong and silent.
Say it right.
Shoot first, ask questions later. Makes everyone feel comfortable. Constantly joking. Exudes sex appeal.
Yes.
Sarcastic. Constantly joking.
That's your vibe.
Yeah.
That's yours. Yep. And who do you think of, like, character-wise?
This sounds crazy. Cassian.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Like, just being sarcastic, being like, oh, you don't want to.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. For all of the ones that I choose, like, have to exude some kind of, like, some level of sex appeal.
I feel like we can just blanket it.
That
exude sex appeal.
It has to.
But then this is the thing over top of that. That's just like underneath.
That's
everything.
the underlying.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like the strong and silent. I feel like Matthew's
strong, silent type.
Matthew.
And we compare ours a
Azrael.
lot.
Azrael.
So are you all
He's
more
also
Azrael
strong,
fans
silent,
than
but I
Cassian?
feel Rasan can be strong, silent in his own way. He
In
doesn't
his
walk
own way.
around and throw it out there.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
just, again, like I said a second ago, when poked, I poke harder.
Yeah.
I'm going to make it worse.
Yes.
But, I'm not going to jump in.
I
Azrael is a better example of strong, silent.
I want Azrael to have this next book so I can confirm
I want-
my thoughts on him.
Yeah.
I just want Sarah J. Maas to get on it.
Yeah, quit.
We all
teasing
do.
us.
How can I keep standing up for you whenever you're just making a fool out of me?
You want it to be good, don't you?
I know.
You don't want her to
Well-
rush it out. And then have plot holes and it not be as good as the
guess.
others.
She doesn't even have a date though. Like, come on, girl.
That just sounds like you're just trashing her love life. Doesn't even have a date.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Law. No, Azrael is a really good fit for that strong and silent type.
Yeah.
How about powers? Do you guys like any of the powers? Anything in particular?
In particular,
I think Zayden and Reese almost have like very close to the same vibe of power.
Well, the only
mind
reason he can do the mind stuff is because of their their dragons connection.
Yeah, that's true. But no, the power though is like that
the shadow.
darkness. Yeah, yeah.
I like the dark.
Yeah.
I don't need you in my head all day, every day.
That's all.
I could live without that. But
I don't know. I think I would like it.
I mean, yeah, like every now and then, but
I like
constantly,
how Feyre can throw it back up the wall and shut him out because stay out of my thoughts. I need a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like having the pathway there.
Yeah.
It's available at any time.
I guess there's no real specific power.
Yeah. It's just power as a whole.
It's cool to have one.
Yeah.
But like also just being able to manhandle somebody. That's cool too. That's that's acceptable.
That's a different kind of power.
Yes.
That's just
always has to have that one.
Yes.
Can have magical powers.
Yeah. How dare my husband not, actually.
Yeah.
Now that you bring it up,
Let's start back to the mind reading.
I'm gonna go
actually.
start a fight. Honestly, it sounds like Akatar's got most of ours.
Yeah.
Like
Cassian.
Looks like we've all
Reese.
picked a different one
Yeah.
almost. So.
Yeah.
Asriel.
And then you would probably lean more Cassian
Yeah.
overall, and I'm going to be Rysand. So
We've really learned a lot about ourselves.
I love Rysand.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just take
Yeah.
Rysand and throw him as Kingfisher because
Can
I don't
we-
like her description of
How
him.
about we?
Can we take Cassian's personality and put it into Rysand?
Or
I could take that too. That'd be fine.
all right, so that is our ideal book boyfriends. What did you guys decide? Like, what is your overall favorite book boyfriend, and how would you construct yours? Let's hear about it. Drop us a comment down below. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on Facebook. The Unfinished TBR. We've got an email, the unfinishedtbr@gmail.com. YouTube, Spotify. Drop a comment. Let's talk about the best book boyfriends out there. They're
Tell us if we missed any.
I'm sure we missed some. Who's your favorite?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Just a reminder, you've got until March 1st to get your submissions in on book club recommendations. We've put ours in. We've gotten quite a few from YouTube. So continue sending those in. Let us know what you want to read, and we'll put it into the
I
selection.
think some of the suggestions have been, because some people are kind of getting it confused between picking what we
Yes.
want to read.
Yes.
You can send in suggestions. I've seen some people say The Wedding People.
Yes, I saw that one.
There was more Berserked.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
So you saw my husband's suggestion?
Was that
Berserked?
his?
No, he just liked it.
Nice.
He'd like to add another vote for that one.
Nice.
He wants you all to read manga.
Hey,
There was another.
Yeah.
There was another suggestion for manga.
yes.
I thought it was manga.
So drop your comments down below, and we'll be ready to pick on March 1st.
Yes.
And then we'll have a book club at the end of March.
Yep.
So
Remember, it's just something that you either really just want somebody to talk about with, whether it's good, bad, just something
Yes.
something that's on your TBR.
anything at all. All right. We love you. Have a good week. Happy Valentine's Day, babies. Love you.
Love you.